We just fueled up for the last time this trip, thankfully. We've traveled 2,010.8 miles. What?
We have under 200 miles left.
Yeah.
I mean, only 1 mile under 200 miles left, but it's still under 200. I'm counting it.
Yeah.
100% counting it.
Still looking like we're not going to arrive until about midnight.
Yep.
And we are coming up on Chicago. We're in Illinois.
Yep. We are in Illinois.
Yep. Only, so this is the last state until we're in our home state. It's pretty exciting.
Sorry.
But how has all of your guys' Sunday and weekend gone?
Yeah, I hope everyone has had a great weekend. Ours has been okay. It's been okay.
It hasn't been, I mean, we're traveling over 2,000 miles. Nothing bad has happened. So I'm going to go and call that good.
Yep. It's almost 8 o'clock Eastern time. Oh man, 4 hours though, so we still have 4 hours, guys. It doesn't seem like a lot, but after driving 4 days, that 4 hours is still a lot to me.
Yeah. Gosh, I just can't wait to be there and not have to be sitting in this truck anymore.
You know, but if you think about it this way, like I said before, earlier today we were talking about how, for me, in order to be more okay with driving a really long day, first thing in the morning, I tell myself, today's just the first day. Just pretend like today's the first day of driving on the road. It won't be so bad. And that's how I woke up today, even though it was our fourth 12-hour day driving on the road. I told myself it was the first day, and so I was better mentally prepared to handle it. And now that we have 4 hours left, it's getting hard, but if I just tell myself it's just a 4-hour travel day. We've done really fast 4-hour travel days before. 4 hours is no big deal. If I keep telling myself that, it'll go faster.
Yep, and now we're live, so the next hour or so is going to go by nice and quick.
Yeah.
We're going to be through Chicago and in Indiana before we know it.
Before we know it.
I'm just glad we don't have to stop anymore.
That was the mobile I was going to have you stop at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're all fueled up. We just fed the animals.
Sweetie went potty. Yep. I took her on a nice little jog so that she could stretch her legs too. Oh.
Did you see her?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's in front of the rabbit's cage instead of behind it this time. And obviously, Butters is still a little princess in her seat right here.
Oh, yeah.
Princess Butters. Do you think she'll wear a little princess crown if I get it for her?
Yeah, right. No way. Throw it off immediately.
She'll do what cats do and just like paw it down off of their head.
Yeah.
All right. We've got Franklin is on. Hi, Franklin.
Hey, Franklin. How's it going, man?
He said, stay safe traveling. Not too much more to go. Yeah, thank goodness.
I just can't wait till we're back on an interstate because these state highways and all their stoplights.
Yeah.
Really grinding my gears.
Clint says he's watching from Florida. It's been very rainy down there. I bet with that, Hurricane Sandy coming through, I bet you're still getting a lot of rain from that. Marissa says she's at home researching a vehicle to tow her future trailer. That's awesome.
What kind of trailer do you have?
Future trailer.
Oh.
She's researching future vehicle and future trailer right now.
I would nail down the trailer first.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I mean, not everybody thinks that way. Maybe she wants a vehicle. She's gonna pick a nice big vehicle maybe first, and then based on what I can handle, then she'll pick a trailer.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Just don't get a smaller tow vehicle than you need.
Yeah, we see it all the time. We see people driving. We just saw a tiny SUV pulling a trailer
bigger
larger than ours.
Yeah, and we're just like, come on.
And that trailer was just wiggle in the road behind it. And terrifying. Kathy wants to know, where is your destination? We are headed home to Fort Wayne, Indiana due to a family emergency. And we will be getting there sometime after midnight, and we'll be staying with David's parents. For those of you that didn't make it to our first or our second live stream, David's grandma passed away on Thursday. We were headed home already. We were already on the road when we got the call that she had passed away, and we were headed home to Fort Wayne because she was so sick. So unfortunately, we're not going to make it home before she is already gone, but we are at least able to be there for our family and for her funeral and stuff. So it's still good that we're going back.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Doug says 4 12-hour days is, wow, a ton of driving. Yes.
I mean, you know,
Yes,
when there's a death in the family, you just
do what you gotta do.
do what you gotta do, yep.
The Happy Gardener would like to know, where are you now?
North of Chicago.
Yeah, we just crossed over the Illinois border on our way into Chicago. We'll be driving through Chicago while we're live, probably. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We didn't clean the bug guts off the windshield, so unfortunately, there's a massive dead bug right where the camera goes, right on the windshield. So.
And it's starting to get dark.
It's
anyway.
also getting dark. Yeah, but if we're going through a city, it'll be interesting to watch.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
yeah.
Probably not though.
But now there's a big dead bug in front of the windshield anyway, right there. So. Travis says, haha, that's what I tell myself each leg of the trip. And Doug says in all caps, you can do this.
We've been on the road for, over 40 hours now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bizpo says, is it difficult raising a family of 7? No. Because 5 of them are pets.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are adult humans that can take care of themselves. But I can tell you that the easiest pets to take care of are the cats. Because they don't ever have to go outside, which means they're not tracking dirt in. We don't have to open the door for them to let them in and out, which would let bugs in or anything like that. They have a self-contained litter box that I can clean regularly.
They clean themselves.
They clean themselves, so they don't need any baths. And then the rabbits are the hardest to take care of. All of the stuff that they need takes up so much space. The cage we have inside the trailer, it's nice and tucked away and hidden, but it's 2 stories and it's really long. So they have all this room inside their cage, plus their cage is always open so they can wander around, but that doesn't matter because
cage, you mean the rabbitat?
The rabbitat. They have this big massive bag of hay, big massive bag of litter that they need.
Pellets.
We keep food for them in the fridge too, so we have some vegetables we give them sometimes. Our flooring in the trailer is linoleum, and they have really fuzzy paws, so they don't have traction on that, so they don't like walking on it. So we have these big foam mats that snap together for them for traction that we have to store when they're not on the floor. And then Sweetie takes up the least amount of space, but she has a lot more work that goes along with her. So like she has, we walk her, we have to let her out multiple times a day, and whenever we open the door, and like bugs might come in, and she tracks dirt in constantly.
But go figure, our large breed dog takes up the least amount of space.
Yeah, the dog takes up the least amount of space, but I would still consider her a little bit more work than the cats.
Yeah, absolutely. The cats take care of themselves.
Kathy wants to know, have you been able to get good sleep at night?
No. Terrible.
Unfortunately not. Our first night, what happened the first night?
We were in a Walmart parking lot next to a busy highway.
Oh yeah, it was just really loud.
So loud.
And then the second night, we were going to get a good night's sleep, but we were parked in the Cabela's in Rapid City, South Dakota, and while we were still asleep, someone came and knocked on our door, and it was someone that they're subscribed to us, but they woke us up, and then I couldn't get back to sleep because once I was awake, I could hear people, driving around in the parking lot and stuff. David got back to sleep, but we ended up having to oversleep because we were still so tired from being woken up and driving all day the day before. And 2 days before that was actually our second night, and last night was much better. Yeah,
last night was the best sleep that we've gotten.
But I was still so exhausted we actually got 3 bad nights of sleep. The night before we hit the road, I slept like garbage.
Same.
Pretty sure you slept bad. And then, last night was the best, but I was still so tired that I didn't get enough sleep. And then tonight, I just guarantee we're not going to get a lot of sleep because the trailer's going to be closer to your parents. His parents live off of a pretty busy road.
Yeah.
It'll be closer to that road because we're just pulling into the driveway, so it's going to be really noisy. I am ready for a good night's sleep, though. One of these days we're going to get a good night's sleep.
Well, we can hook up, if you want, Ro, we can hook up to my parents' house and run the fan.
That would help.
Yeah, it definitely help. It's nice and loud.
But isn't it? Oh, it'll be in the 50s. Yeah, that fan will be nice.
Just the fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take you up on that offer. That'll be really nice.
Yeah. So we'll get good sleep tonight. I usually don't sleep very well when we're overnighting in places, just because I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't sleep very soundly.
No, and the Cabela's we stayed at last night, it was really nice. By far. Okay, so where was it? I don't know.
Okanoba or something like that. I don't know. It was in Minnesota.
Owatonna, I think.
Yeah, it was massive. This was like
biggest Cabela's I've ever seen in my entire life. It had 7 parking lots, guys.
Yeah, literally. This was like Cabela's HQ or something. I don't know. It was
biggest.
Huge.
Yeah, if you guys just look up Cabela's in Minnesota. Where was that, near Richland? Is west of not Richland? What's that?
Rochester.
Rochester. West of Rochester, there's a Cabela's there. Look it up on satellite map. It is absolutely insanely huge. It's so big. But we did get really good sleep that night. It was still right next to the highway, but none of the rigs were parked next to each other. There were 2 spaces on either side of us. One of the rigs that left in the morning did wake me up, but
it was by an airport, though.
It was right next to an airport, which was really loud, but
it's just a regional airport, thankfully.
Yeah. So it wasn't the worst night of sleep, but it was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
And I sleep with a noisemaker on my phone when we're traveling, whenever we have to stay in a parking lot, and I had it on full blast last night. So I wasn't messing around. Normally I just have it kind of quietly off in the distance somewhere, but no, full blast last night. I gotta turn my brightness down. I think this brightness needs to go down too.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Well, that's alright. It was already kind of down. That's good.
Yeah, it's just getting dark.
Okay. John Baker says, when should a person grease their wheel bearings on a trailer? David?
I think it's every 10,000 miles.
Yeah,
I forget.
That sounds right.
I made a video on it, and I say it in the video, and I know I'm right in the video because I looked it up, but I think it's every 10,000 miles. Everyone in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, they'll probably know.
It's hard keeping all these numbers in my head, but I'm sure Google knows.
Yeah. Scott says, how do you grind your gears with an automatic?
It's a figure of speech. It's grinding my metaphorical gears.
It's Scott Rohde.
Oh.
He may have.
Yeah, I know he's joking. That guy's definitely joking. Grinds my metaphorical gears.
Grinds my metaphorical gears. Mike says 4 more hours. Ro, get your driver a fresh cup of coffee. Wishing you all well and luck in the final few hours.
No coffee for me. I want to be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
I'm good. No more caffeine.
He's really awake right now, so.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm like 6.
Hey, that's really good, considering that your average is a 5,
I'm like
right?
always a 6. Yeah.
Always a 6. So he's as awake as he normally is.
5.5, 6.
Hey, Gas Tax says, I see you're driving through Highland Park, 5 minutes from me. That's awesome. Yeah, we were just driving through Highland Park. Daniel says, greetings from Aurora, Illinois. What camera are you using to live stream? We are using David's phone, his front-facing camera.
Yeah, not that great.
So that I can line it up properly, so I can see where we are in the frame.
Because of data.
Yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy Note 8.
Have you wiped the camera?
Yeah, I wiped the camera.
Okay, good.
It's just dark.
I was just making sure, because I always forget to whenever I take pictures.
Nope, I did. Oh, it was Hurricane Sally. Sandy hit New Jersey. Interesting. Marissa says that she's hoping to get a little guy Max trailer that can be towed with an SUV. Okay.
Oh,
I've never heard of that trailer.
Yeah, me either.
Scott says, absolutely dry in Elko. Send us some rain. I would send you some rain. Washington, over near Seattle, they got a whole bunch of rain recently, and it helped clear out a bunch of the smoke, so I would send you their rain. I'm sure they don't want it right now. Amanda was pretty bummed that based on the weather forecast, it looked like summer was over.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Rain.
No, it was mostly cloudy and cooler. Not quite. There were like 3 days of rain that week.
Okay.
So. Johnny Lightning says, hey guys, you're back. Well, I sold my house. Awesome. Congratulations. Moving into one of my apartments for a while. Buy an RV and go full-time in the spring. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Love to Drop says, we're about to do a trip from Louisiana to Philadelphia and expecting it to take 3.5 days. I love your idea of treating each day as the first day. Yeah, if you wake up, I don't know why. I'm not quite as affected by being tired as David is. I am chronically tired because I don't sleep very good, but it doesn't normally put me down. And so I like to wake up in the morning and just tell myself a bunch of good things to help make my day go better. So one of the things I did this morning when I woke up is I told myself, hey, it's the last day, good job, you guys made it. And then as I'm getting into the truck and we're getting ready to go, I start to feel like this is day 4 and not like it's the last day. And so then I just tell myself, just pretend like it's day 1. 12 hours is no big deal. It's totally fine. And it made me in a much better mood. So
glad that mind trick works for you.
It works for me. It doesn't work for David.
I just deal with it. I'm like, man, we'll get there eventually.
We'll get there. Well, every second is counting down right now. So.
I just keep in my mind. I just keep imagining being there and done, and I'm just like, well, it's gonna happen eventually.
Just so you guys know, the reason that there are the long pauses is because I'm trying to read through comments so that I can answer questions and be able to respond to you guys. So that's why there are long pauses. Kathy says, we're happy with our diesel truck pulling our 27-foot travel trailer. Used to pull it with a full-size van, and the mountains of West Virginia were killers.
Oh my!
The kids would say, so we've driven through those mountains, so I know what you're talking about. The kids would say they could walk up the hill faster than we could drive.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Yeah, diesel for towing through the mountains.
Really good, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
The Happy Gardener says live stream keeps the driver alive.
Yeah.
Bisma wants to know, have you considered a ferret or other pets? Yes, but not anytime soon.
Yeah. I will not allow it.
David just said, I don't know if you heard him, he said, I will not allow it. I had friends that had ferrets when I was a kid. David had ferrets when he was a kid. And we both understand that they are just as much work, if not more work, than rabbits. And I am not going to own rabbits again in the future. So I don't want a ferret, but I like ferrets and I like playing with ferrets. I just don't want to own one.
Yeah.
And but there is, I would love to have a hedgehog someday. I would love a hedgehog. I used to want a sugar glider until I found out that they pee on their hands so that they can grip onto stuff better.
I thought it was so they could scent mark everything.
No, it was for grip.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was for scent marking.
I would Google it, but I have the comments pulled up.
Pretty sure it's
I don't
for
remember.
scent marking.
Anyway, doesn't matter what it's for. They pee on their hands, and then they just touch everything. You know, because they jump around and they touch everything and they fly to everything. And when they land on your hand, they're touching you with pee hands and stuff. And it's just like, I don't want that. I don't want that.
It's disgusting.
They're really cute. They're super cute.
No.
But I don't want to deal with that.
No, God.
They're really cute though. If they didn't do that, I would want sugar gliders. I have a friend that has well, I don't think she has them anymore, but she used to have 2 sugar gliders. And she always sent cute videos and stuff to me on Facebook, and I loved it. They were so cute. Kendall says, looking at getting some e-bikes like you both have, now that you are experienced with them, would you buy them again or something else? 100%. These are the best e-bikes for us, and it's because we travel. If you don't travel, then you probably don't need a folding e-bike, but these e-bikes, they fold up. They're awesome for travel. They fit in the back of most hatchback cars. They can go up to 28 miles an hour. They have the big fat tires, so they're perfect in the national forest and on BLM land and in the sand and gravel, all kinds of stuff. There's something weird going on right here.
I see. The mergage.
Yeah. Sorry, we just got cut off.
Cool.
But yes, I would still 100% pick the same type of e-bike. Yeah, 28 mile per hour assisted pedaling. That is true. If you're doing full throttle, you cannot get up to 28 mile per hour. But with assisted pedaling, then you definitely can. And yeah, they're really great. I really can't say enough nice things about them. They're really awesome.
Ton of fun.
They're cheaper than most other ones on the market.
Yeah.
And yeah, hang on, this guy's getting.
Yep, I know.
Hi, I just got touched. So yeah, I would definitely say yes. There are a lot of options out there, but if you do want the same kind that we have a promo code that gets you free saddlebag type bags that go on it. They're called pannier bags, and they're perfect for tooling around town and picking up stuff like going shopping and little things like that. So definitely recommend it.
Tell them what the promo code is.
Oh yeah, if you do and you want to get those saddlebags, the promo code is Fate Unbound.
All one word. Yeah.
All one word, and we have a couple different videos on those bikes, and the link to the website is in those videos, in the description of those videos. But they're also called Electric E-Bikes, is the company that makes them. So.
No problem. All right, coming into Chicago.
It scared me.
Ready for some traffic, bro?
I'm just gonna. There is already so much traffic.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's great. We're not even into Chicago yet and already got cut off.
I don't like it.
It's gonna be great.
Jen B wants to know, what was David's job before full-time RV life? David was a mechanical engineer. Well, he had a degree in mechanical engineering, but you were a processing engineer. Is that what it was?
I was a mechanical engineer.
You were a mechanical engineer. Okay. He worked at
For Shuttleworth, I was a mechanical design engineer.
A mechanical design engineer. Yeah. He helped design. What are those called? Roller?
Just automation machinery.
Yeah.
I designed automation machinery for the various companies I worked for before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. So.
I have seen quite a few people driving without their headlights on. There's now 3 in a row.
Huh, weird.
It's dark outside and people aren't driving, they don't have their headlights on. Charlene says, hello, what area are you traveling through now? Safe travels. I believe that we are just now getting into Chicago.
Yeah, you can see the
I
skyline
can see,
right ahead of us.
Cool. What's the tower on the
Sears Tower.
The Sears Tower.
I think
Is it still called the Sears Tower?
I think it might be called something different now. I don't know. I forget. I'm sure someone will let us know.
Steven wants to know. Oh, your dad's calling.
That's okay, yeah.
Steven wants to know, do you guys ever think you will get tired of living in your RV? Maybe? Yeah, I know that eventually we want a house, but, like, it's not...
Yeah, we're not in any hurry.
There's no hurry for that. But, like, the only reason is because I have dreams to, like, start a garden and have this beautiful A-frame in the woods and... You know, just stuff like that, like just other dreams, but like it's not because we would get tired of RVing, I don't think.
Yeah, we will always be RVers.
Yeah, because even whenever we settle down, we're still going to have an RV and we're still going to travel because like I'm not going to want to spend all of winter where it's snowy. You know, I'm going to want to go where it's warm. So I don't think we're ever going to get tired of full-time RVing, but when we settle down, it'll just be because we want to start a different dream, you know? Yeah. It's too much fun. Too much fun. I guess there's no such thing as too much fun. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, we're not tired of it at all. Not in the slightest.
Scott says yes, 10,000 miles. Or at least once a year. I do every 6 months due to the dust. That's a good idea.
Yeah, good call, man.
That is a good idea. There are a couple different answers. Big Rig Cook says it's every 16,000 kilometers.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Alita wants to know, on the slide, how do you maintain its during super cold weather, I think is what you mean? We actually don't have any slides. Our trailer is slideless. So I can't answer that question for you, but I'm sure that we have plenty of people that are in the comments right now who can answer that for you because I actually don't know the answer.
We've never owned an RV that has slides. Yep, this is the only one we've ever owned, and it is slideless.
Slideless.
No sliding going on there.
Johnny Lightning says the interval is between 10,000 and 12,000 miles, or once a year. So, whichever comes first.
Whoa.
Well, that person had to be going 80.
Yeah, they were in a serious hurry.
Joe Meehan says, I just caught up. I actually have chills for you both. It's a rough thing, but just know that you have each other. You have love and family. That's all you need to get through this. Heart emoji. Pugsy Design says that they're getting a schoolie and transforming it into a jewelry shop. That sounds very fun. I hope you have a lot of fun with that. That's really cool. Mr. Gresham says, by the way, thanks to you two, we are about 2,000 less in the bank. We purchased those electric e-bikes. Can't wait for them to show up. That's awesome.
Well, I hope you love them as much as we do.
Yeah, we can't get enough. We have already been talking about where we're going to ride them when we get to Fort Wayne.
Yeah,
because
we've
we're
already
so
got plans. They're so much fun to explore the national forests in. Yeah.
And there's some really old trails that we can get the bikes to, and I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, here in Fort Wayne.
Yeah. Well, not here. This is Chicago.
Yeah. There in Fort Wayne.
There in Fort Wayne. Dwayne says all this talk of sleep has worn poor Butters out.
She's been out all day.
All day.
Yeah, poor Butters. Look at her.
Look at these paws. Oh, they can't see. Oh, I touched it. Exit only.
Oh, yep. Bro, look at poor Butters.
Yeah, poor Butters.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Boo-hoo, poor Butters. Ah, cool. He says we used your discount code on the e-bikes. Good review, thanks. That's awesome. Glad you got those bags then. You definitely won't regret it. Those bags are awesome. So awesome.
Yeah, they're a must for having
Definitely.
e-bikes.
Because if we didn't have the bags, I'd have to figure something else out to attach to the back of the bike there so that we could, you know, go get groceries and stuff.
Yeah. Or just like carry around a snack or, you know, water.
Yeah, we went
The
on a
bike
picnic.
locks, yeah.
Yeah, we went on a picnic with them. One of the times we rode them around in the national forest we just left. And that was really fun, being able to just like ride them to somewhere we can't get the truck and trailer and
Have a little picnic.
have a little picnic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Give me a second, your dad texted me.
Okay. What's up?
He wants to know if we're live right now.
Why doesn't he just get on YouTube and like, what a goober. Oh man.
It's a great question. I don't know. You can ask him when we get there.
I will. Be like, Dad, if you want to know if we're live or not, just get on YouTube. It'll tell you.
It'll tell you.
Oh, traffic. We're down to 25 mile per hour.
Yep.
But we are downtown. There's the...
This says in 2 miles it wants you to stay left to get on I-90 Express.
Okay. There's the city.
So you're gonna want to get over.
Okay.
Start getting over.
Oh, I-90 Express.
Yes.
Dope.
Express.
All the way?
I'm not sure. It just
Okay.
it just says to the left.
Alright, well, let's do it.
For all I know, though, it's under construction. So this is a lot of construction. Ooh, that is.
Yeah, we are. Oof, this is tight.
Sorry, I freak out when we drive.
No
in a
bueno.
city.
Well, it's super tight in a construction zone. No good.
You can get back over if you want.
It's the lanes are just as narrow.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, I gotta get back to my spot. The Russian comrade says another road trip. Yes, actually, but it's due to a family emergency. We are heading home because of a death in the family, so that is why we are on such a long road trip again. It was not the plan. The plan was not to come here.
Yeah, we had planned
no.
on going to Idaho and camping there. All right. I'm good, bro.
Okay. 1.7.
Okay.
Bisbo says, would you recommend e-bike work for me if I live in a 3rd floor apartment and need to carry it up the stairs whenever I use it?
They weigh
Wasn't it 63?
about 60 pounds.
Yeah, they weigh about 60 pounds, so if you think that you can carry, and it has a nice carrying handle in the middle, like folded up, but I personally find them easier to carry unfolded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's all up to how strong you
Yeah.
are, and you know, I don't know how many flights did they say.
3. He's on the 3rd story.
So yeah, I don't.
It depends on if you're up for carrying
60
pounds up 3 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
It, like I said, it has a nice handle. It's right in the center, so it's nice and balanced when you pick it up. So it is easy to carry, but
You wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't do that. I don't think David would do that either.
I mean, if there was an elevator,
Yeah, if there was an elevator, I definitely would. So.
I mean, I'm sure they'd fit in an elevator.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's up to you.
All right.
Personally, I
90
would.
Express.
90 Express.
Okay.
Wait, it says no trucks.
We're not a truck.
Okay.
We're an auto.
We are an auto? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, when it says no, you know this. When it says trucks, it's
know,
talking
but-
semis.
I know, but sometimes I'm wondering if it means it's because it's a low bridge or something. Hey, there's a heart on that building right there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's just, they just turned the different rooms on to make a heart.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Wow, that's a lot of buildings.
It is.
What are those buildings for?
2 buildings have hearts on them.
All right, express time.
We're continuing on this for 5 minutes.
Okay.
DV says, it's so nice to see Butters curled up behind you. I wish I was that content right now.
Yeah. I wish I was that comfy right now. Basically, get to just sleep in a bed the entire time.
I wish I was that asleep right now.
Yeah.
That'd be
Totally.
really nice.
I'd settle for that. Even if I was just in a chair or something.
Bill Utah says...
Hey, Bill?
Yeah, hi Bill. He says, my concerns with diesel is all the emissions equipment on the newer trucks. At work we have dozens of trucks and everyone that is a diesel has had problems. The gas trucks, maybe less issues?
That's why you get a diesel made from 2007 and earlier.
Yeah, if you get a diesel that is older than 2007, it didn't need DEF fluid yet, and so they're much less, right?
That was the cutoff for diesel particulate filters.
Oh, diesel, okay.
They started putting DEF in, I think it was 2009.
Oh, 2009?
Yeah, a little later, maybe 2011, I forget.
So you can always go with the older diesel?
Yeah, we've got a 2004. It's got none of that crap. We love it.
I can tell you though that if you're talking about like semi trucks, when I worked for a trucking company before we hit the road, and I can agree that there were a lot of issues with them. Normally it was drivers having to do a regen because the
diesel particulate filter.
Yeah.
Is that what that's for?
Lots of issues, and it would make them late a lot, and they'd have to do it just on the road somewhere. Sometimes we'd have to call someone out to help them figure it out, and so there were a lot of issues with that. But I know a lot of people that have owned diesel trucks, newer diesel trucks, and they haven't had issues like that. You know, you just have to stay on top of the maintenance and make sure you have the right amount of fluid everywhere that you need it, and you shouldn't have as many problems. But it is more work because there are more things you have to maintain and watch for. So
I would still rather have a diesel.
yeah, I would definitely still rather have a diesel than a gasoline, even if it was newer. Steven says you both seem to always have a smile on your face. It must be from RV living. I mean, it's pretty great.
Well, talking to you guys always puts a smile on our face too.
Yeah. Doug D says my wife got hers today. She loves electric step through. That's awesome. So glad that she loves it.
Nice.
Bill says he bought 2 as well, and they love them. But he says it in all caps. Love them.
Yeah, they're awesome. They really
are
are.
awesome.
We
They
love
are.
ours.
Scott says yes. Smiles are a side effect of RVing. He would know. He would know.
I would know.
Steven wants to know, when do you think you will be getting a 4x4? We are always sort of wanting a 4x4.
It's going to be hard to find one that meets my specifications.
Yeah. Our truck is a really nice truck.
It's really nice.
The only thing that it doesn't have is 4x4.
Yeah.
So it's not, we're not in a big hurry.
That's
get
true,
it.
exactly.
So we can be really picky and it not be a big deal because it doesn't matter if we get one now or later. It's fine.
Yeah.
We want one eventually.
Yes.
Eventually. Even when we live in a house somewhere, I still want a 4x4.
Yep.
Because we're going to be exploring around and going to cool places and stuff, so. Josh Peters said it's forever the Sears Tower. Oh, it's the Willis Tower now.
That's right. That's right. I knew that.
But Josh says it's forever Sears Tower. That's like the only one I can ever remember because I don't live in Chicago, so I can't remember the names of their
Whatever
buildings.
company they're friend.
Yeah. Jim, thank you. Jim says, condolences, David, to you and your dad and families on the passing of your grandma. From Jim in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Hope your visit back to Indiana is comforting.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's very, very sweet of you. Thank you. Alex wants to know, how do you afford the full-time RV lifestyle?
Well, we're very careful with our money. First off, yeah, I know, that person got way too close.
That was not okay.
Yeah, they almost pit maneuvered themselves.
Yeah, because this wouldn't have moved.
Anyway, yeah, we're very careful with our money. So that's the main reason that we're able to afford it. And then as far as what we do for income is YouTube.
Yeah, we make travel videos and we manage a website, and that pays for all of our travels. But a lot of people, though, there are so many options out there, and if someone is wanting to go full-time, the last thing I recommend is to start a YouTube channel in hopes that it's going to go somewhere, because it probably isn't.
Yeah,
Maybe. There's so much competition.
A lot of remote work camping.
Work camping is an excellent, like, if we weren't doing YouTube, we'd be doing work camping. And we have friends, Justin and Rose, they work camp all the time, and it helps pay for their travels, and that's awesome. So that's definitely a really good option. We know people that they run their own business, like they have a toy hauler and they make rings, and that's really cool.
On Etsy.
Yeah, they sell them on Etsy and stuff. There are just so many things you can do to make money on the road. We know somebody else who they travel 6 months out of the year, and the other 6 months they work just regular part-time jobs somewhere, and they save up all that money that they make while they live out of their trailer to then travel the rest of the year and come back and do it again. So, you know, there are tons of options. Dad didn't hit that notification bell? I don't know. He said he did last time I checked.
Yeah, I think I remember talking about
Hey, hello from Dad.
There he is. Yeah.
There he is. Hi, Dad.
Okay, so now since he's on, I can just tell him, Dad, to find out whether or not we're live streaming, just get on YouTube and go to our channel.
Yeah.
It'll always tell you if we're live or not.
Aw, Scott says, hello, Mr. Heiser.
Well, we're through Chicago. I mean, we're downtown.
We're coming out the other side of Chicago now.
We're south of downtown.
All right, it says in 1.2 miles you keep left. Let me see. It just says keep left, Indiana.
94 East?
It doesn't say what highway, it just says Indiana.
Well, it says Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that's it.
Yeah. Indiana means we're almost home.
I know. Thank goodness.
Dang it, I lost my spot. Where'd it go? There it is. Scott wants to know, are we doing the tolls? No, we're not doing the tolls. That would be a lot of money because we have four axles. Yep. That would be a lot, but we can go on other highways to get us around the tolls and still get us home. So.
Yep.
Keith says, I love the electric bike. 3 flights of stairs with the bike folded or unfolded, though. No way. Yeah, I wouldn't do that
like
either.
A bit much.
Hope you like pics says, hello, where are you now? We are on
I-94. South of Chicago.
South, east of Chicago. out of the traffic, thankfully.
Yeah. It's sketchy for a little while there.
Marianne and Joe said, too bad you didn't show the Chicago skyline. Very disappointing. Well, I'm very sorry. It is really dark outside.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. It's too dark.
Also, we have massive bug guts right where the camera would look out, and it wouldn't be able to focus on it anyway. You would just be staring at bug guts. So I did you a favor of not looking at bug guts.
Yeah, if it was the middle of the day, you'd be able to see it, but no way now. Our phone camera wouldn't be able to pick that up.
Also, all that would really do for everyone is give you guys anxiety about all the people cutting us off.
Yeah, no kidding.
So...
yeah, all the traffic. Oh, man.
Keith says the new gas motors also have issues from all the emissions and computer sensors. I'll take a diesel anyway for towing.
Well, I'm fine.
I know, but see how that person just cut over?
I know, I'm watching. I'm
allowed to watch too.
Okay.
Shoe Dog with a super chat. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that definitely paid for our last tank of diesel. I almost called it
half
diesel.
of it.
Half of it, yeah. We are at 2,049.9 miles down, and I don't know how many to go. We have
not many, yeah.
Just over 150 miles to go.
Yeah, but that helped cover 120 miles. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. Aw, they said we love you guys. Well, thank you. You are very awesome yourself. Where is it? I gotta find my spot. I lost it. Oh, I found it. Johnny Lightning says David has a smile on his face because he's married to Ro.
That's right.
Daniel wants to know, can you add 4x4 to this truck?
I mean,
you could.
Yeah, technically I'm sure you could, but it's not something I want to mess around with.
Yeah. I'd rather just buy a different one. Sell this one.
My dad's on. That's definitely something we could do. We've done more extreme things to other cars before.
True.
But it's not something I want to do.
Johnny Lightning said, when you talk about Willis.
What you talking about, Willis?
The Willis Tower.
Yep. What you talking about, Willis Tower?
Nugent says it's not legal for a person to be in the RV while it's moving. I'm actually pretty sure that that is not true. I'm pretty sure that you are legally allowed to be in the RV while it's moving, but you have to have a communication line to the person that's driving.
And a seatbelt, probably.
And a seatbelt, which we don't have in ours.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know you can be in...
That's the big thing.
Yeah, you can be in Class A, B, and C's.
I mean, my grandpa had a fifth wheel that had a seatbelt, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it was a fifth wheel, which means that you don't...
I don't know.
But it had seatbelts, which means you could sit in it, I guess, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Joe Mihan with a super chat sticker says, thanks for being you. Aw, thanks.
Thank you.
That's so cute. I love those.
Another 120 miles covered. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Those are so cute, the little pairs. Do they always have I think they always have that, like, workout headband.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sure.
Well, I think they're always doing something athletic.
Yeah. Well, that one was just looking in a mirror.
Oh.
And flushing.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I mean, you could make it athletic if you did it over and over and over and over and over again.
Fast enough, get that heart rate up.
Yeah. Wow, the motorcyclist in front of us not have his headlight?
He doesn't have any taillights.
Oh.
Which is
super dangerous.
Safe. It's safe.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I can barely even see him. Great D says, have you two been following up on the Starlink internet service updates
SpaceX satellite internet would be cool to not worry about cell signals anymore. Yes. Yes, it would. It would be very cool to not worry about it anymore. And the biggest update, we actually have a friend that works for Starlink, or for SpaceX, and
he's trying to get us in on the Friends and Family beta, yeah.
Which is the next stage in beta. Right now it's employee beta.
Yeah, it's only employees, yep.
And so he is testing it out and he loves it, but Friends and Family beta hasn't started yet, and if it has, he hasn't told us. So yeah. No, I may just bug him again next time we talk to him.
I'm sure Sean is trying his hardest.
Yeah.
I know he is.
Jump Off A wants to know, what is your ETA? Our ETA is just after midnight. Just after midnight, Eastern Standard Time. Or Eastern Time. I don't know if it's Standard Time right now.
Might be daylight, who knows?
I don't know if it's daylight time or not.
Oh, okay.
That makes it. Mike Schramm wants to know, are we driving on 30? We will be driving on 30? I think, yeah, we'll be driving on 30 eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
But not right now. Right now we're on 94. In 5 miles you're getting on 80 east.
Okay. All right.
Left.
Left.
Yes.
All these freaking lefts.
So many lefts. Brian says, I have the exact same model trailer as you have. Thanks for all the great upgrade and modification tips. That's awesome. We love our trailer. I hope you love yours too.
Yeah, we really do. We picked a good one.
Johnny says, almost to Gary, Indiana. Yes, almost to Gary. Very close.
Someone is stinky, yeah.
It's not working. Oh, it's that truck right there, isn't it? The one that just passed us. Well, it wasn't stinky until he passed us.
I don't know.
Yeah, Christopher Swan says, how do you deal with the tolls? We avoid them if we can.
It's avoid.
We go around. There's almost always a state highway, even if there are stoplights on it, that it'll take longer to get where we're going, but it will cost us much less. So we almost always do that.
Oh, I think we're about to be passing into Indiana here soon, right?
Well, let me see. It's after we get onto 80.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We're paralleling the border right now. It's over there.
Oh, yeah. I guess
You can see Indiana from here, probably. I don't know. It's really flat. You might not be able to see it from here, actually. I lost my spot. I'm not sure how to say your name, but they say, hi from Orange County, California. Stumbled upon your channel about a year ago on your solar install. Been a fan ever since. And just got an old family 1999 Fleetwood Terry 24-foot trailer, starting to fix it. That's awesome. I hope that you make it your own and it's nice and cozy for you when you're all done. Jeff Craig, very good point. He says, riding in a trailer / fifth wheel depends on, yes, seat belts, and laws vary by state.
Okay.
For example, it's legal in Idaho, but not in Washington.
I would never want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. There's like zero suspension. You're in a constant earthquake in there. Why would you want to be in there? Yeah.
Oh, and if you got into a wreck, like cars have crumple zones and they're steal everything. And
RVs don't. There's no crumple zone.
Well, I mean, our walls on that thing are made out of wood.
They'll just fall off.
It just the whole thing will just disintegrate, you know?
On Wheels says, knowing you don't have slides on your current RV, curious, would you ever want an RV with slides? Why or why not? Personally, I would be okay with a trailer that has slides, or an RV of some sort that has slides, because we understand that they take a lot of maintenance and you have to check for leaks and cracks, and that yes, they're going to fall apart eventually, just like everything else in your RV. I'd be fine with it eventually, or I would be fine with one sometime, but it's not something I want to take care of while full timing. If we were like part-time RVers, then that would be something that I would be way more open to, just because then they're not being used as often, so the time frame from when you buy it or when you're during the time that you're using it to the time that it actually starts to fall apart is much longer versus using it full time.
I like not having a slide, and I don't. If I don't need one, then I never want one.
Yeah. Which means we're probably never going to have one with a slide.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stay left here.
Yep. Thanks.
Christopher wants to know if we use iPass to get through the tolls. No, but I know that truck drivers do, especially truck drivers that drive through Chicago a lot. The trucking company I used to work for, all of our drivers had iPasses.
Yeah, we don't have iPass because we never use it. We rarely ever use it.
Basically, the only time we ever have to avoid tolls is when we're driving through Chicago.
Yeah, just don't do that often enough.
Keith wants to know, since you have a diesel, do you have the TSD fuel card for discount fuel ups? No, we do not, but we have heard many good things about it. And someday we will remember when we have the ability to order them. Yeah. that we will get one eventually, we just don't have them now. Aw, Joe says you're welcome. I hope it helps get you home. It definitely does. Thank you so much. Jeff says he signed up for the Starlink beta test here north of Seattle. That's awesome. I know it'll still be a little while till it comes out, but that's super awesome. I'm really excited for you. John Chalker. Whoop, I lost it.
John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut.
He's on. He says, hello guys, how are you doing tonight on the open road? I don't understand what the rest of it says, but we are doing fantastic, and I hope that you are doing fantastic as well. Car Geeks Anonymous says, so you use a lot of water, but how much do you plan on using per day? How often are showers practical? It depends on what you're doing. If you're staying in an RV park, you can shower every day as long as you have hookups or at least a place to dump your tanks, if you're willing to hook up and drive to the dump station and back whenever you need to dump. So then you can shower every day if you want to, if you're staying in an RV park. But with boondocking, how we camp, we typically shower every 3 or 4 days. And that helps cut down on having having to store the gray water. Yeah. And I don't have a good estimate. I'd have to do the math in order to estimate how much we use like a day, but we use about 2 gallons of drinking water a day.
Yeah, we know that one.
Between us and the pets. And then obviously I have dishes that need done, and wash our hands and all that stuff. But I do want to say that even though we shower every 3 to 4 days, we have body wipes that we can use if we want to. We can use our outdoor shower to wash just our hair.
Yep, we do that a lot.
We do that a lot.
To save on gray water space.
Yeah, and so there are a lot of things you can do to save on gray water storage. To save on black water storage, you can get a composting toilet, which then you can, if you've never used your black tank before, or it's never been used, or you sanitize it and clean it out really good, you can then use your black tank as another gray tank if you want, so that'll increase your storage. But that's what we do. We could shower more often, but then we would have to. We wouldn't be able to stay the 2-week limit at the places we like to camp, and we'd have to go dump our tanks more often. Like we could stay 2 weeks, I guess. Welcome to Indiana.
Oh, that's a sight for sore eyes.
Sorry. We made it. Look at that. High five.
Last state.
Woo!
Back in Indiana. All right.
Back in Indiana. 25 miles.
Cool.
And
What, till 30?
I think so. Let me see what it is. No, to 49.
Okay.
And then to 30. Take 49 down to 30.
How many miles did you say?
25.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Pretty sure the speed limit's only 55. According to this. But it was wrong before, so
I'll believe it.
could be wrong again. Nugent says that feline is amazing. It can sleep with all those talking in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. I've been calling her a princess ever since we got this bed for her, which is only a couple days, but it fits her perfectly. She is a pretty little princess who loves her soft little pretty princess bed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Johnny says it's very hard to find an RV today without slides. I've been looking and can't find one.
I believe
At
it.
least not a motorized RV. There are some trailers without them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's much.
Motorhome.
It is much harder to find a motorhome that doesn't have slides.
I've s-
A lot of people have to go with older models in order to find one that doesn't have slides.
I've seen a lot of class B pluses
Yeah,
that don't
B
have
pluses.
slides.
I know that it's probably the most expensive option, but you can also contact dealers and you can have custom ordered RVs that don't have slides too.
I don't know if you'd be able to do that. I doubt it. I mean, maybe there's a, sorry. Like, I doubt you'd be able to do that with, like, the major brands, like
Yeah.
Keystone, Forest River, Jayco.
Yeah, I doubt you can do that with everyone, but we could have gotten a custom built. What was
You're right.
that?
Yep.
What's that called?
Retro? Riverside Retro?
Yeah,
Yep, you're
Riverside
right.
Retro is they make travel trailers and fifth wheels, and we could have gotten a custom built
That's
one
true.
if we
You're right.
wanted. If we paid for the money, they would have custom built us one with all the specifications.
Yeah, we
wanted.
could have been
No
like,
slides.
we want this floor plan, just no slide. And yeah, they'd have done
that.
it.
That is actually what we were considering. Was they have a very specific floor plan that we liked, but it had a slide which we didn't want, and they said that they were willing to do that. So yeah, just there are a lot of options, but it just depends on how much you want to pay and how old you want, how far back,
Yeah.
how old you want the trailer to be and stuff. So
Yeah, Thomas and Stacy, their old B plus
They
didn't have any slides.
it didn't have any slides. The one they have now doesn't have any slides, does it?
It does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, if you want a Class C, you could look at
Lazy Days.
Lazy Days. Yep.
Yeah.
They're expensive though.
They are expensive,
Prepare to pay.
but they're also very well built.
And then Airstreams, they don't have any.
Yeah, Airstreams don't have slides.
Yep.
It's a good one too, but those are.
Again,
but
ching.
didn't Airstream make a motorhome?
Yes, they make
Yeah.
motorhomes. Yeah.
But do those have slides?
Doubt it. They're on Sprinter chassis, so I doubt it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were that small.
They're not small. They're the big ones. But yeah, I don't think they have any slides.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway. Yeah. You guys are silly. We've had Johnny Lightning and Keith Nordsey talk about people thumbsing up, and then other people are saying, I can't hit it twice. Johnny, you are correct. Now is the time for us to get the TSD card because we will be where we receive our mail. That'd be perfect because I know they have to send you stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So this would be the time. Our problem is that when we're not reminded of it,
We
we
forget.
forget to order it. It's not that we don't want it, it's that we just forget that it exists.
We got a lot going on, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to remember, so. Alan wants to know, how often do you travel at night? I much prefer daylight and arriving before dark. When we are going to a campsite, especially in like the national forest and stuff where it's just dark, we also prefer to get there before
it's paramount.
well before dark. If the sun is gonna set, I prefer to overnight in a nearby city.
Yep.
And then drive in the day.
Or like get right down into the forest and just overnight somewhere.
Yeah. Mostly the only times we drive at night are when we have somewhere really far away we have to go.
Yeah, when we have like a multi-day trip going on. Yeah. And in those situations, I prefer night because there's less traffic.
Less people.
Yeah, it's less strain on the eyes. And like, you know, there's less light and stuff. It's not so bright.
Yeah.
And when night falls, I actually wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a night owl, so.
We both are.
Yeah, that's true.
Carl says, wants to know how many hours a day do we drive? Well, for this trip, we've driven 12 hours for four days in a row. This is the last day. We have 3 hours left. But on a typical travel day where we're going just from one campsite to the next campsite, we like to keep it about 6 hours or 300 miles.
Yeah.
And that way we get to wake up when it's already, you know, we don't have to get up super early, and we can get there before dark, and that's how we like to travel. But this is simply a different circumstance, so we had to book it home.
Yeah. Oh, getting comfy.
Yeah. Let me
fix it so she doesn't fall off. Yeah.
She's getting comfy without knowing that there's an edge.
Yeah. Oh, she looks so comfy. What a good.
Michael says the road's a little bumpy. I'm having a hard time reading this. Sorry, guys. He says, are we still liking our electric bikes? Is the road rough is the ride rough on rocky or bumpy roads and trails? The ride can be rough. It has the big fat tires, and we have suspension seat posts for ours that we got from electric bikes.
Which they're sold on the website. The bikes don't come with the suspension seat post. But we got them with the suspension seat post, and it really helps. And we also got thicker bike seats, which and those bike seats have a bit of suspension on them as well. They get those big springs, you know.
Yeah.
And you can order those on their website as well. So you can like basically upgrade, you know, to those. And if you want a smoother ride, I highly recommend it.
I recommend that. And then a trick that we learned when we had a motorcycle and we were taking motorcycle classes and all this stuff is that when the road is really rocky and bumpy, I just stand up. I don't keep my butt down.
Yeah, you just lightly raise your butt up off the seat.
Yeah, or I just actually stand up, and then you know, keep your knees bent slightly, and my knees absorb the shock, and it's much more pleasant. I actually really enjoy standing with throttle and just flying. It's so much fun. And I know I haven't told anybody this, but I have something that I'm semi-proud of. Stop. Do you know what it is?
Yes, your dorky story.
When I was a kid, I was the only one of the kids. I was very much a tomboy when I was a kid, and so I hung out with all the guys, and we all went riding our bikes around all over the place, and none of my friends that were girls cared to ride their bikes around and do crazy stuff, but I did. And so I would always go riding around with all the guys, and obviously one of the first things that you try and learn when you're a kid is to be able to pedal your bike without any hands and still steer around turns and stuff. I got really good at that, but something else that I got good at that none of the guys were ever able to figure out is I can stand up and still be able to steer my bike without hands. I'm unable to pedal and do that. I never got
So
that
hard.
good. It is hard. It's doable, but I never got that good. And so I really enjoy standing on my bike a lot. I wouldn't say, I definitely wouldn't say try and ride these bikes without hands though.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna pedal and it has the motor, yeah, that's not safe. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Especially on dirt roads.
Nano 800 wants to know, will we ever visit around the Houston area? We have been to Texas, and we went to
Corpus Christi.
we went to Corpus Christi, but before that we were out near what's it called? Galveston? Is that what it is? Brazosport. We stayed on the beach there. There's a beach you can camp on for free, and we stayed in that area. We went to some pier amusement park. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I know it started with a P, I'm pretty sure.
Then we also went to, did you say San Antonio?
We went to San Antonio.
Went to the Alamo. Yep.
Yeah, we got to see the Alamo. Yeah, Corpus Christi. I don't think, oh no, what did we see? We went somewhere in Corpus Christi. Where was that? Is that a museum?
Wait, do I do anything here?
No, we just stay on this.
Okay.
Don't go that way. But we never got up to the Houston area. We never got up to like Austin, Texas. I know that there are some really cool places to visit around Austin, and I would like to get there someday, but we haven't been back yet to Texas. Marty wants to know what size are our RV's tanks. I'm assuming you're the water tanks.
Yeah.
Our fresh tank is 54 gallons. We have a gray tank and a black tank that have been combined into one big gray tank, which is 84?
74.
76 gallons. And then in the bed of our truck, we have a
75
gallon water tank that we store water in.
And 2 6-gallon jerry cans.
Yeah, and 2 6-gallon jerry cans. We just changed to that, so I don't remember those numbers quite as easily.
And we have 141 gallons of fresh water storage.
Total, yeah,
Total.
But the tanks on our RV are 54 fresh. What was our gray?
It's 38 and 38.
38 and 38 gray and black tank, yeah. Jason M wants to know, how are all the animals doing? The animals are doing great. As you can see, she really doesn't mind.
And they're all basically doing that same thing.
And they're all asleep. Alice is asleep.
Sweetie
is also asleep.
Yeah.
She was awake earlier. Aw, Allie's so cute.
Is she licking you? Is she giving you kisses?
Yeah. And the rabbits are doing fine. The rabbits fare the worst on travel days. I don't think that they sleep.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they sleep, and they don't like to eat while they have food in there, but they don't really eat it when we're on the road. So they really don't like traveling, but they do okay with it. They're ready to be done though. I know that for sure.
I think as far as rabbits go, they take it as good as you can imagine.
Yeah, they do very well for rabbits.
It's pretty amazing.
It is. It's very amazing. Jim wants to know, how fast do we drive? We drive 60 or under, depending on what the speed limit is. The speed limit where we are right now is 55, so we're going 55. But our trailer tires their maximum speed rating is 65 mile an hour, so we don't like to get close to that. So no matter what the speed limit is over 65, we stick it right at 60. It makes it really easy to calculate how long it's going to take us to get somewhere anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. Car Geeks Anonymous wants to know, what is the best way to handle your garbage over a 2-week period while boondocking in some spots away from developed campgrounds? Tubs or totes or bags in areas with bears, is that ever an issue?
Yeah, we have a tote that we toss ours into. It's a big tote, and it holds all our wood. And
when we're stopped somewhere, all that wood is out of that tote, so the
empty.
tote's just empty.
Yeah.
And
we can throw the trash into that tote and then lock it in our
in the truck bed.
Thank you, the camper shell.
Yeah. So it's the trash is in the tote, which has a lid, inside the camper, which can be locked. Now a bear can still break into it and get to it if they want to, but in that case, we keep the truck parked away from the trailer, so that if a bear does want to break into it, they break into it over there and not the trailer. Alice is all about the pets right now.
Aww.
She's so cute.
How many miles do we have left?
We have 130. I know, I'm sorry. It's still a lot.
I just want to be there.
I know, just remember, we'll get there just after midnight. Maybe just before midnight at this rate, we're going pretty good, so maybe just before.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah,
yes.
Just before midnight.
Yeah, we'll get there around 11.
But isn't the speed limit on 30 only 45?
No, it's 60.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
What? It's just rubbing into me. Dang it, I lost my spot. Oh no, I found it. Nicole says, welcome home from a fellow Hoosier. Thank you.
Thank you.
Johnny says he's looking at a Super C or a Class A. There was one that we just saw.
Super C.
It was a Winnebago View. Is that what it was?
That was a B+.
It was. Oh.
I want to know Super C. You know what a Super C is, right?
I know what a Super C is. Yeah. It's cute, but it's little. You probably wouldn't like it, but I like those, and it didn't look like it had a slide.
Now we're at 60.
It didn't.
No, I don't think that View did.
It didn't have a slide.
Pretty sure it did not.
It was very small though, smaller than our trailer.
Is Tammy on? I haven't heard from her.
No, she's not on.
Oh, she's gonna be upset.
Keith says right now if he fills up at a Truck America, he would save 65 cents a gallon off of diesel with the TSD card.
Wow.
So it definitely saves money. It's very cool. We just need to somehow remember when we're stopped and on our laptops and have the time to order. Because you have to like sign up for it and all this stuff, and then you have to get it in the mail, and there was a big process.
Yep.
Scott, he's probably already gone by now, but he said, safe travel, kiddos. Almost there. We've got chores to do.
How long ago was that?
13 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's probably gone. But if he's not, thank you. Great, Scott. We'll see you later. Bye, Charlotte.
I'm pretty sure they're already.
Yeah, I know. Just in case. Yeah. I just caught a whiff, too.
Gross. What is that?
Smells like gray water, and I'm pretty sure we smelled it last time, too.
Yeah, it's
Coming through here. It must be
probably
like water treatment.
Yeah.
Portage.
Well, I mean, that's what gray water smells like, is gross water. So. Gross water full of food.
Yep.
Full of food and soap.
Bacteria.
On Wheels says, if absent-minded, just set a reminder or appointment on your phone's calendar to remind you about TSD card or anything you think you may need to take care of, but also might forget later. I've done that before, and then I snooze it or I dismiss it, and it never pops up again. And then I forget to do it still. So it doesn't really work. Because normally when the alarm hits, I'm already doing something, and it's something that needs to be done. I'll get to that later, and then later comes and I forget already. Yeah. David and I are really bad at remembering things. We have. I used to not have bad memory, but I think living with this guy over here has made me.
I don't think that's how that works.
I inherited his
I did not give birth to you. You inherited nothing.
My ability to remember things has diminished since marrying him.
You're just getting old.
No, I'm not. I'm never gonna get old. I will never get old. Aw. Are you getting more puppy? You were getting puppy? Oh. Let's see. Look at that. Look at his foot right here.
That is one comfy cat. My goodness.
She's so stretched out.
I am very jealous of her right now. Dang it, Butters.
She's so happy.
Yeah. This is like, what's going on?
Just moving it to come here. Look at his foot. Look at that foot. What? This is what you touching my foot for, Mom. She's so happy. So happy. Come on. Oh, I got her kicking.
Oh,
I got her kicking.
I don't think we can see.
Let me get that again. Oh.
A little bit kicking.
So cute. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. Okay. Back to questions. 26A.
Okay. Coming up on it?
Yeah, 5 miles.
All right, thank you.
Did I lose my spot?
Is there any of that tea left? Sweet. Mind if I drink it?
You can have it.
Thank you.
Is there water?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just need it for my throat. We're back. Sorry about that. We lost signal for just a second. Keith says to run 20 pounds in the bike tires instead of 30 that the tires call for. It will help smooth out the ride.
Oh, yeah, totally.
My bike tires they actually don't have 30 psi in them. I don't think we've checked what they
No,
are.
we haven't.
But we can tell just by pushing on them that they're much flatter than David's.
Yeah, well, your ride is a lot smoother than mine.
My ride is very smooth. Yeah, it did not feel as bumpy as David was saying his ride seemed to be when we were in the national forest. So.
Yeah, if you got those fat tires, they'll
Air them down just a little, yeah.
Yeah,
just like with a Jeep, you can air the tires down and have a better ride. I know, for traction and stuff, but still, it is also. Oh, here's an Alice.
Oh, yep.
What are you doing?
What is she doing?
She's sniffing butters.
She's like, hey, what's up? What? What a little weirdo.
What's up? Did you want to come up?
What a little weirdo. Yeah, grab her. Oh,
Stop.
Butters, you're such a butt.
Here we go. There we go. Here's up, Allie, baby. I know, it's a big kitty, huh? And she's mad at you, huh? Alice doesn't like riding in the front seat, but she seemed like she wanted to come up, so. I got it.
Thank you.
Michael says, thank you guys so much. I'm waiting for our 2 bikes to arrive with our 2 free bike packs we got from using your Unbound, from your code Unbound. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Cool, man. I hope you guys enjoy them as much as we do. We love ours.
Absolutely love them.
I mean, I'm yet to hear a single person that got them that says, I wish I wouldn't have bought these. We have not gotten a single comment.
True. It's true.
That's pretty incredible.
Johnny Lightning says, I just sent you 3 emails to remind you to get the TSD card. Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
We will mark them as important so that we can try and remember. You okay? She's getting a little spazzy.
I'm surprised she stayed this long. But you know how she is. She doesn't give any warning. Just out of nowhere, she's just going to bolt. Kind of a weirdo like that.
Dwayne says, you're on the final leg. Hang in there, David. It'll be worth it once you're stopped for more than a day. Yeah. And we're going to stay for 3 weeks at least. So, yeah, it'll be a nice respite from such a long drive.
Oh, no.
Stinky's RV Adventure says, hang in there, almost home. Yes. Very excited. Just about 2.5 hours.
I wish we would have gotten here early enough for the Ritter's frozen custard to be open.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to be open until 11 o'clock.
No. on a Sunday. Wouldn't that be awesome though? That'd be incredible.
Coatsider said it'll only be 9 p.m. in Washington. I told myself that earlier because it'll be midnight here in Indiana, and I told myself it'll only be 9. It'll only be 9. It's fine. It's what we're used to. But then David reminded me that our bodies aren't used to anything right now because we've been sitting in the truck for 12 hours.
Doesn't matter what time it is. I'm tired. I can sleep during the day.
What? What's up there? Okay, she's watching the...
Curious about something?
I think she's watching the reflection of the...
Oh, yeah, maybe.
The windshield.
I'm really surprised she's hung out on your lap this long. That's really cute.
Fine by me.
Yeah.
I would prefer if you hung out with me. Huh? She's so sweet.
Yeah, she really is.
Oh, cool. Dwayne says that TSD... Butters is so mad.
I know, I saw that. That was funny.
Stop it.
Hey, Butters, you butt.
Stop it.
What a jerk.
Butters does not like Alice. Do you need to move somewhere else? You have another bed back there.
What a jerk.
What a jerk. Look, Alice laid her head down.
Oh.
She just wants to hang out.
I'll pull Butters further my way. There.
Well, that's what I tried to do and she got mad. Dwayne says that TSD has simplified their process. He said it for 2 years, but his brother just ordered his 10 days ago and already has it.
Oh, cool.
So that's good.
You're blurry.
No, I'm not.
Oh, it just focused on.
Okay.
We're blurry.
Robert says, any plans to visit Michigan? Wow. Any plans to visit Michigan? We were thinking about it. It depends on what we can find free camping wise in like Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, up in that mountainous area. Because if we're having too difficult of a time finding free camping there, I already know of some free camping up in Michigan.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is that it's going to be busy and it's going to be colder. When we leave here in about 3 weeks, it'll already, it's going to be really rainy, and sometimes it snows in October in Michigan, so...
we want honestly, we want somewhere that we can stay till November, December.
Yeah. By the way, Justin and Rose said that they're going to be in Kentucky, Tennessee area in November, all of November. So if we wanted to, we could meet up with them.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. You should center yourself a little bit. You're cut off frame. It doesn't really need to look at me.
It can't even see you anymore.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't need to. You can focus on you and Butters. It doesn't need to be on me.
Here, maybe if I there.
There, yeah. You can watch Butters a little more. Yeah, that's great. Perfect.
She's so mad. She was so happy, and now she's mad.
Such a little jerk.
But Alice is laying down in my lap.
Yeah.
Vladimir wants to know, where are we headed? We are headed home to Fort Wayne, Indiana, because of a family emergency. David's grandma just passed away this last Thursday while we were already on the road to come home because she was so sick. So we are on our way home to go to her funeral and to visit with family for a little while. Tim says it might be a paper pulp factory.
Okay. It was stinky.
Jeff Craig wants to know, do you guys ever have issues with the cats walking on the dash of your truck?
No.
Ours do it all the time in our Class A.
No, thank you.
Sometimes, but it's normally when we're getting ready to stop somewhere and they already know, because I don't know, they can tell when we're about to stop, so they get all excited and they start wandering around in the truck, and sometimes they'll plop themselves right in the middle of the dash.
We just grab them.
Yeah, we just grab them and put them down though. Matt George says, my wife is 38, says she is 30 whenever someone asks her. I just look and shake my head. She says she will never get old either, LOL. Stay young forever. Young forever. Car Geeks Anonymous says, how do you plan clothing options? Do you stick to a few items and strict layering with few options like you would for backpacking, or do you keep extra clothes in storage, or just go shopping? Our closets can hold 36 hangers, and so we can hang up 36 items. Are you leaving?
Aw, darn it.
Leaving.
Oh, Nah, it's just leaving. So we have a decent amount of clothing storage. We have little closets,
Yeah,
and we also have like boxes that in various places that we keep extra clothes in that are folded up. But so we have a decent number of clothing options, but we also do tend to re-wear the same thing. Like, I'll let you guys in on something. I basically wear pajamas and sweatpants, like sweatpants and a sweatshirt, the same one every single day, basically, because it's comfy, you know?
It is comfy.
And I only change into nice looking clothes for the camera.
Or if we're gonna go hiking or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Aww.
She just flopped
That's
into
so
my lap.
cute.
Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys this. The camera's gonna get a little shaky because I have to take the buffer out behind the camera. Look at her. She's hanging out.
A little cutie.
Look at these little paws. I can tell you that I have a lot more clothes than David does. Like a lot more clothes than he does, and I enjoy having more clothing options. I still don't have as many clothing options as I would like, but I deal with the space that we have, and then we do have a big tote in the bed of the truck that has like all of our winter clothes in it, and it has our nice dress clothes in it. So I have a really nice dress in there. David has his suit pants and his nice button-up tops and his ties and stuff like that, and all of our nice shoes are in there, like our nice dress shoes that would go with those clothes are all in there. So we do store some of our stuff in there, but other than that, we mostly just have what's the storage that's available in our trailer. Hi, look at this baby. She's all cuddled up. Kathy says, we finished camping last week after driving 500 miles and then camped in the boondocks. That's awesome.
Nice.
I hope you enjoyed it. Keith says that Alice came back from the back forward to see if we were there yet. No, we still got a little while.
Just, yeah, a little
Still
bit.
got a little while. Aw. She says that they woke up to a flat tire. Worst was that the tire on the other side was bad as well.
Oh no.
Or both were showing wires. Wow, that's awesome. That's awful. I hope you got it fixed and we're still able to enjoy your time though. On Wheels says, bro, I used to snooze apps too, but now I just reschedule and keep rescheduling until I get it done. Trust me, after more than a few reschedules, you'll want that test done off your calendar. I actually used to have an app on my phone. Do you see what she did with her paw?
Oh yeah.
She reached out. It's gently laid it there. I used to have an app on my phone. I think it was called Task something, and you could just snooze them, and it would. Hi, what?
You're not very good with that kind of stuff though.
Yeah.
You just snooze it forever.
I am not bothered with snoozing something to infinity till the end of time.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I don't just do the task. I get more annoyed with the app and just uninstall the app instead.
It's true. I've witnessed it.
I have a little bit of a problem with that. Colette says, hi again, still busy working from home and did get a nap. That's awesome. I'm glad you got
nice.
to take a nap. Christopher Swan says, if there's free camping in Upper Michigan, I'd like to know. There are a couple ways you can find that out. There are a lot of camping websites out there that you can look into. The Dirt, spelled D-Y-R-T, they just added free camping to their app, so you can find it through there. We also use freecampsites.net to find camping. And then The best way though for us to figure out what roads we can camp off of is if it's in a national forest, I will go to the national forest's website. Hi, you getting comfy? What? I'll go to the National Forest's website, and if you go to their maps and publications page, you can download, typically for free, sometimes you have to pay for it, but you can typically download for free their motor vehicle use map or their MVMU map, and that will show you which roads, typically it'll show you which roads you can camp off of, and also, I'm gonna move this back up.
Did she leave?
No, she's still here. She's just repositioned to where she's too dark to see anymore. Those maps will typically tell you which roads you can camp off of, and if it doesn't, it'll at least show which roads you can take a vehicle down, and there's normally just free camping littered off of those roads. So if you use a combination of all those different kinds of resources, then you can find some pretty cool free camping out there. Are you looking at me? She just looked up at me, stared at me. It's so bumpy, I can't read this. Coco Buff says Butters is so jealous of Alice. She's giving her dagger eyes. She was so mad when Alice came up here. My goodness.
Staring daggers at her. She was about to box her ears.
Car Geek says, I almost asked about clothing for funerals. My condolences for that being a real issue right now. We do have clothing for funerals, so don't worry about that. I have a nice dress I can wear, and David has nice clothes he can wear too. Exit 40A, 2 miles. I think you missed the exit that I told you earlier.
Okay.
26 something.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. Need to check the route. We're gonna be coming in on a different route. We missed by about 20 miles. We're coming down on 3 instead.
Okay.
I turned my volume up.
Exit 48, West 20 East, West 35 South to South Bend.
Give me just a second. I lost my place on the comments, so give me a second. It's getting really bumpy. We've been live for an hour and 40 minutes, and I feel really bad that we missed the exit. I didn't have my volume up. I'm sorry. I told you the exit number. Anyway, I actually think that we should probably end the live stream now because we've been live for an hour and 40 minutes, and I don't want to miss any more turns because now we have to go a different way home, and it has a lot more turns in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream now before we miss any more. And thank you guys, everybody, for joining us. We've had a blast. It really helped these last couple hours go by very quickly. And yeah, we hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we will catch you next time. So
Good night, guys. Bye.